Chapter 8 brings us to the fourth M. Margin of safety, the practical rule that turns useful analysis into real protection and profit. Phil Town frames this idea simply. First, figure out what a business is worth, its sticker price. Then refuse to buy unless the market is offering it at a big discount. His personal target, buy $1 of value for 50 cents. The chapter begins by pushing back on efficient market theory, the academic idea that markets always price stocks correctly. Phil points out that markets frequently get emotional. They go irrationally high in bubbles and irrationally low in panics. That's good news for a buyer with a valuation in hand. If you know a company's sticker price and the market drops the price way below that, you can buy with certainty instead of guessing. Phil uses everyday examples to make the idea stick. He compares the market to a Maserati dealer who sometimes charges $145,000, sometimes only $50,000. Paying $145,000 for the same car is reckless if your analysis says its sticker is $106,000. Likewise, paying full price for a company with uncertain long-term growth is dangerous. Margin of safety is your cushion if you're wrong about part of your analysis. It's how you avoid losing capital. So it's important to remember that the sticker price is the intrinsic, rational value of a company if you treat it like a business. The margin of safety is the purchase price you insist on, typically a substantial discount to the sticker price. Phil uses 50% as his rule. As a metaphor of the often irrational market, Phil uses Ben Graham's memorable image of the market as a mood-swinging partner called Mr. Market who names the price each day. Mutual fund managers rarely sit on cash waiting for bargains, Phil explains, because they're judged quarterly and must keep assets invested to attract inflows. That pressure forces them to pay near-sticker prices, even in crazed markets. Individual investors who wait for margin of safety prices have a huge behavioral advantage: patience. Phil pulls several concrete examples from the 2000 to 2005 period to show how powerful a margin of safety can be when Mr. Market panics. Starbucks, 2000, sticker $60, market $14, by 2005 it was $56, roughly 32% annualized. Dell, sticker $70, market $20, bought on sale and held. It offered strong multi-year returns. Taken together, a small basket of these bargains returned something like 30% per year, on average from 2000 to 2005, while the broad market fared much worse. The lesson: price you pay matters enormously. Phil differentiates rule number 1 from the old-school value approach that hunts for beaten-up, no-frills firms, the cigar butt idea. Rule number 1 looks for great businesses, the Maseratis, and waits until Mr. Market irrationally marks their price down. In other words, buy wonderful businesses on sale, not mediocre businesses because they're cheap. Margin of safety applies to any investment. Phil recounts buying raw Iowa land at $5,000 per acre, developing it, and selling at $25,000 per acre. Even after development costs, his margin meant he could cut prices sharply and still break even. That buffer is exactly what margin of safety does for stock investments. The single most important factor in future returns is the price you pay now. Buy when the market is depressed relative to your sticker price, and sell as the market approaches or exceeds sticker. If you do the valuation work well, margin of safety both increases your upside and guards your downside. Phil is emphatic: never buy without a margin of safety. No matter how confident you are in your numbers or how much you like management, if the market price doesn't leave you a comfortable margin of safety, keep cash and wait. That discipline is what separates rule number 1 investors from the crowd and what keeps you from getting wiped out in bubbles. Chapter 8 builds the discipline into the system. Find value, demand a margin for error, and let Mr. Market's emotions supply you opportunities. The next step, how to calculate that sticker price in practice, is where the math comes in. But the idea is simple and profound. Know value, insist on safety, and let patience do the rest.